starting a new lap here in Duiven. We go up the ramp to the first floor, turn right, but the car doesn't do anything, and we hit the wall quite hard there. Looking at the cart, I have no idea what has happened. Turning to the left, actually the front left steering wheel is not doing anything. Hello everyone, welcome to Kartbaan Duiven. We're gonna have an eventful heat this time, and we are ending it with a broken cart. But for now, we're gonna try to set some quick lap times. Now, throughout this heat, I was feeling a bit weird, or the cart was feeling a bit weird. It didn't always do what I wanted, and the crash in the end because of the broken wheel, the broken left front wheel, does explain why that happened. For now, we're on our outlap, a really fun track. I haven't been to this track for quite a long time. They were the first videos, of course, on the channel, and now I have fixed my POV, so you're gonna get a really good look at this track. Now, these carts do handle quite heavily. The steering is quite heavy, and as you can see, I actually hit the wall there on the down ramp. It's quite difficult to get the cart to do what you want, and that's okay, but it makes it quite a physical challenge. They also have their own gas powered engines. I believe they have built them themselves, so that's really cool if I remember this fact correctly. But we're trying to get some temperature into the tires now. It's not that busy on track. We do encounter some people, and that's, I think, really fun, as there's quite some good overtaking spots on this track. Unlike some other tracks that I've been to where overtaking is a little bit difficult, this track has some sections that you can overtake quite well in, some quite long straights, especially for an indoor track. Now, on this down ramp, really trying to flick in the cart, especially between the two down ramps, as that's a very difficult understeering corner and really hard to get right. Now, as we approach the end of the lap and the start of the new lap, the cart is exhibiting some weird behavior. Going through the right here, we understeer into the wall twice, and then to the right and up the ramp. You're gonna see me looking down. It does feel very weird at this cart. It's not behaving how I'm expecting it to behave. Having driven quite a few carts now, I do have a baseline of what I expect the car to do and how it handles, and it's quite difficult today. We did set a decent lap time of a 43.77 at the first time of asking, so we do still have some pace in us, but we're gonna try to get close to that PB. Maybe not this heat, but definitely this day, and in the 3 heats that I'm gonna be showing you, we will be eventually breaking that POV. As we now see my fiance, she's also on track, but she found this cart too heavy to handle and is gonna quit, unfortunately. But that also means that we're gonna go quite soon again to the Kart Breaks. So it's gonna be fun to go there. For now, sticking behind my fiance, looking what she's doing, slipping through, and now I'll try to stay in front of her, show her the lines, but she doesn't quite get her grip on this cart. It's quite difficult. The harsh steering there doesn't work out for her, and that's okay, and we will be setting some quick lap times. Looking behind me, I can't really even go as slow as she is going because I'm not used to it. I gain a lot of time just because I have a baseline speed on this track, and I'm just taking these corners way more quickly than she can handle right now. But don't worry guys, she will be getting quicker and quicker, and as you have seen, she already has beaten me for the first time, which when making this video was in the future, but now it's of course in the past, and she will be beating me at some other tracks eventually. But for now, we do have a way to stay in front of her, which is good, and we will now be overtaking some of the traffic we just led through the last lap. So we're gonna be quickly past them, and then we're gonna try set a quick lap. I'll take you on a lap the next time we cross the start finish line and tell you all about this track, because it's a real fun track, quite difficult, quite low grip sometimes, especially if you go offline. As we try to overtake someone, they go wide into the second part of the hairpin, and that means we're past this section downstairs, or the down ramp I must say, was the bane of my existence when we did the race last time here. I couldn't get past my friend because I just kept losing many seconds there. As we now cross the final corner, go across the start finish line, you go right, then a 90-degree right-hander to the up ramp, a little bit of a break. This is full throttle, this right-hander as well. Then you go to the left, quite a long corner if you can stay on throttle, a hard braking zone for a hairpin right, and you go full throttle for quite a long time. Even though it's quite a few corners, I just do a confidence lift through this right-hander at the end. Then you have 2 hairpins, the first to the right, the second to the left, just compromise into the first to for a good line into the second. Then on the down hairpin you take as much speed as you can. Going a little bit wide has worked for me. Then a left immediately followed by a right, and then another few corners to the right really quickly there, and then you are almost again at the start finish line, just the final right hander, and there we go. Now the braking zones for the down ramp, you only brake once at the end of that ramp down, but on this lap we go to the right, hit someone in the back quite hard and immediately apologize. That was an accident. He was going a little bit slower than I thought as he was overtaken by someone. I thought he would go on throttle. He didn't. That's one of the dangers of a rental karting, someone just doing something unexpected, and of course I will always apologize if I do something wrong, which I did in this case. Now it does seem we'll encounter some traffic on the next lap, someone with their own helmet now right in front of me, so let's see how quickly we can get past. Now this track doesn't use marshals, they use blue lights which work the same, so let's see how long it takes to get past as we go into the next lap and we're approaching the up ramp. They get a blue light, we go to the inside of the up ramp, we brake late, and there we go. Now I had to brake a bit more than usual. You can take this corner flat, of course I was on the inside, that makes it a bit more difficult, but I still didn't expect that much understeer, and that might have to do with that broken kart we are driving. Now we have had a compromised lap again, so this isn't going to be the quickest lap, and as we go down the ramp here we actually have two more guys right in front of us. One of them actually goes wide and we're now bumper to bumper. Let's see if they go away quickly. They do get a blue light, but they stay in front. They get a better exit now onto the start finish straight as I had to brake a little bit more and into the next lap. Let's see if we can make a move again. We go on the up ramp, can't quite make a move, then we dive to the inside, they go to the outside, so that was a good move again at the same place as the last lap, but again a compromised lap as we don't have long to go in this heat. Still a 42.59, a decent lap, less than a second for my personal best, as I have not been to this track that often and it's been quite a long time since I've been, so we're gonna try to set a good quick lap on the next lap if we don't have traffic, although we do see some guy in front of us with one of the yellow helmets as we make a mistake there through that section, but that's okay, we already had a compromised lap there, so that happens. They do seem a bit quick, so we're gonna try to set a quick lap this lap as we do actually encounter someone on the up ramp, but at the exit there we can just slip past. Might only have cost us a fraction of a second as we are approaching the guy that is in front of us, and he might hold us up a little bit as we are closing up at the end of this lap. But the right hander here, we actually hit the inside. I normally don't hit that. That's a weird mistake from me, and that might cost us a good lap time as we're going through the down ramp here. We do again slowly catch up. The guy in front of me though does seem to be a little bit quicker than the other guys we have seen, so we do still have him in front of us as we approach the next lap going into lap 10, and that means this is going to be the final lap as the crash happens on lap 11 with the guy in front of me. That does mean we probably won't set a quicker lap. He hasn't had any blue lamps yet, so he has no incentive to let me pass, and of course in the flat out section he pulls away a little bit, but we can make it up in the braking zone. So as we approach the right hander he makes a mistake, the same mistake I made last lap, and he actually goes out of his way to not hold me up too much, so that is really good, but my lap is already compromised, so we'll see what this lap time is going to bring as this left front tire is going to give up any second now, and if we go across the line we'll see our lap time. It's going to be a 42.42, so a quickest lap, but through the up ramp and the right hander, then we hit the wall there. We actually have no way to get out of that wall, and when we drive away we don't have a clue, but entering the left hander, looking down, we can see the left front wheel is just not turning like the right front wheel, and I'm still trying to figure out because it's quite difficult to see, but that left front wheel has broken off of the steering axle, so the right front is doing what I'm asking it, but the left front is just pointing a different way. It's steering kind of in the right way, but as you can see there, when we go down it's actually in a really weird camber, like it's pointing inwards way too much, and going to the left here it's just doing weird things. I can't make this car do anything, especially turning to the right. You can see it's pointing to the left, so we're gonna go into the pit. Now this was at the end of the heat luckily, so that does mean I didn't lose too much time. As we put up the hand to signal, we go into the pit and we're gonna park the car at the entrance there, not go all the way way to the end, get out of the kart, and I'm trying to signal a marshal to come to the kart. I want to explain that it's broken, but they're looking at me and not really coming to me. They don't seem to understand that I want them to come, so I'm just kind of standing there. Only when the guy finishes the end of the heat, one of the guys comes to me, I can explain that it's broken. That is going to be the heat. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this episode, comment if you have ever driven a broken kart like this, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.